Hello everybody, welcome back to a brand new mini series, potentially, on my channel. This is a game called Transistor for the PS4. It's been out for quite a while. This is a free game for PS Plus members. A couple years ago now, and I just had to come back to it and give you guys a little bit of a playthrough because there's a couple things that stand out in this game that are just absolutely amazing. So I couldn't help myself. So we're going to start here and give it a little playthrough, see what's up and explain a few things. And as you can see, it's a really unique game. It's got a lot of really cool graphics. I think the visual is probably the main reason why I picked this game up. And then the gameplay was actually very surprisingly original and unique. So without further ado, let's hop right into it. As you can see, I am this chick. We are on a kind of top-down to the side view. I mean, we got some moves and stuff, and there are these bad guys, these robots, and it's kind of like a RTS and a little bit of like kind of like a Fallout VATS mode where you can freeze time. I don't think I can do it yet. I think I gotta unlock it. But you can like freeze time and plot out your moves and stuff. So it's kind of a strategy, kind of a reaction-based skill game, and it's pretty cool. So yeah, so we're just gonna start off here. I'm not gonna listen too much, but you can see that my sword is actually talking. So whenever you hear that dude's voice, I'm gonna kind of talk over him probably because he's just kind of gives you like just narration through the whole game basically. But you can see that this giant freaking like Final Fantasy sword I'm wielding actually lights up when that guy's talking, and so it's actually the sword that's talking to us. It's kind of interesting. So I turned the subtitles on for you guys so you can see what he's talking about in case I overpower him with my voice. So yeah, so this is a really cool little your little mode where you can walk around. You see the bar on the top of my screen. There you go. You can undo it. Everything is draining when I'm moving, and so moving, you know, attacking, doing anything like that is going to drain the bar. What is it trying to do? Okay, well, it's trying to get me to do something very specific. So let's do what it's telling me to do. So you can see you can plan out multiple attacks and all kinds of crazy stuff. It's pretty interesting. Okay, it wants me to do a shoot move. Execute. Alright, so I played this game for a little bit. I got maybe an hour or two into it. Oops, I wasn't even paying attention. Yeah, and I just had to bring you guys in because it's just so amazing. I was blown away. So I know a little bit about it. I know kind of just the basic buttons and stuff, and how to kind of like set up your moves and everything. But as far as like the story and everything, I haven't paid any attention, so it'll kind of be a learning experience for us. So there's this weird thing. Every time you beat guys like in a little area, you get like a progress report. It seems really weird to me. I'm not really sure what to think about it. Anyway, let's go through this door, yeah?
Hey, up there. Hello, world.
My gosh, look at this game, though. It's so beautiful.
We're on the edge of town, 100 blocks away.
So amazing. There's certain things in this game. I'm not going to spoil anything, but there are some really funny moments in this game, and some really mind-bogglingly strange things going on. So it's just right up my alley. Very interesting. Very interesting. There's just all kinds of stuff like this. There's little tiny weird little interaction things that you're not really sure what if they even do anything, but it's so interesting. Oh man, it's just one of those games where you gotta play it and you gotta figure it out, and you gotta look at all the things because it's just you're just Curious George in it all. Curious George in it all? Yeah. Oh, a little barrier. I've never seen a little barrier before. It's very interesting too. The levels kind of seem like there are multiple ways to go about doing stuff, but I haven't quite figured out if that's actually true or not. It sure does seem that way though. All right, let's get all of these down. Oop, that was kind of a bad. So once you activate your move, you can't undo it. So if you accidentally, you know, activate it, then you're kind of screwed. Then you gotta wait for your stuff to recharge again. Obviously, you can just do it in real time, but I think that, you know, obviously later on in the game, it's just going to get so insane, you're going to have to freeze time. So I think they're trying to get you to practice and stuff. Obviously, I'm activating it whenever I want.
She awake.
Disposition explosive?
Hi.
So you got to pay attention to all the text, guys. There's some really interesting text stuff going on here.
She wants to come along. We can use her.
Oh, sorry about that. I had an emergency mute. Had to cut away a quick sneeze. So it looks like this dead girl gave us a new move. Let's test it out here. Aha. So you've got explosive. Oh, it actually shoots until it hits something. Oh, interesting. How far does it shoot? I don't think that you have like a stamina or like a magic bar. I'm pretty sure you can just attack indefinitely. The only thing that runs out is like the slow down motion. Okay, so you can blow stuff up in the environment with it. Excellent. What is this thing on the ground? So, yeah, like I was saying, you got to pay attention to the text because this whole game is covered in little secret jokes and messages. It's hilarious. What is this about?
I'm so sorry, Red. They took your voice. I couldn't stop them.
I do not understand.
Well, we took something of theirs. Hey, let's just go. Come on, just go.
I'm not done yet.
Yeah.
I'm not done yet. Okay. Okay. So you see, there's weird little things in this game like that are I just love so much. Okay. Oh my. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, let's plot a turnout. Let's not. Oh right, the backstab I think does more damage if you run around back. So let's reverse all of these moves. Let's. Oh, whoops. That's not what I want to do. Let's try to run around back. And let's give a couple of these. Oh, we did it. Yeah, so I think the backstab does more damage from the back, but I'm not too sure. It would seem so, wouldn't it, with the name and all? Oh my gosh. Alright, so you gotta collect all those little cells when you defeat enemies, or else they turn into, whoops, more enemies. I think is how that works. This game is interesting. It's like it explains some stuff. What is going on here? But really it kind of leaves it up to you to figure out how it all works and stuff, and I really, really love that. I think that's called disposition or deposition or something. And when the game doesn't explain things to you, that's what's really interesting to me, because you get to learn and stuff, and it's not just super boring. So, kind of what's going on in this game is the combat is very, very, very complicated. Surprisingly very complicated. Okay.
Okay. Side street due east.
So you see, you get these little progress reports that show you how close you are to your next level, and it gives you some other symbols, and I can't figure out what they mean. I'm gonna have to pause the video and stuff and look at that in a little more detail. Oh my gosh, emergency mute number 2. I'm sneezy today, and I don't know what's going on, so I'm gonna cut those out for you. But other than that, there shouldn't be really any editing in here. This is gonna be pretty much a raw gameplay footage with a little bit of my super amazing commentary, as you know. Alright, so it looks like we've got to do a little bit of classic platform puzzle madness here. Let's hit the bottom of things, and then oh yeah. So,
Okay.
uh-oh, another dead person. So far, I've yet to see a real person.
Hey, Mr.
Elusive, eh? Looks like we're gonna get another move. Getting all 4 moves right at the beginning of the game. It's kind of interesting that they do that for you. Most of the time, games will like space it out a little bit, and you're like, you're not gonna get all your moves yet, but sure do give it to you quick. Alright, so this is my favorite one. This is the jaunt is what they call it. Yeah, this one's really cool, and I'll show you later. You can actually change all of these moves up and upgrade them with different things. I'll show you that later, but first, let's see if we can figure out. There's a couple more buttons here. I don't think they're doing anything yet. Alright, well, forget about that. Looks like we don't get those buttons yet. Uh-oh. First boss.
Cut off our escape.
Alright, what's this thing over here, this breakpoint? Can I do anything with this while the boss...
Tough guy.
Probably gotta wait until the boss is killed. Okay. Alrighty here. So let's try and let's do a little bit of evasive tap. Oh, what is that? I knew it. It's an enemy over here. I was like, what's going on here? It was a hidden enemy. Alright, let's get rid of this dude first so we can deal with the boss. That's kind of like my own special tactic for dealing with video game bosses. You always take down their minions first so you can focus. Alright, what is that blue thing? Is that something I should activate? Alright, I'm just looking around and make sure I'm not missing anything. Let's run around to the back of this dude. Smack him in the butt a couple times. That should be fine. We're gonna have to regen before we can take him out. Oh, I got other attacks I'm forgetting about too. I'm just using my basic. Just using my basic. I think the combat system is really one of the things about this game that is just amazing. We'll get into it a little bit later. It's gonna take some time. You gotta unlock some more moves and everything. Oh, let's do this again. Let's jaunt over there. Yes. Do we get more moves if we do that? I think we do. Yeah, I think if you move with that, if you move in that mode with your special dash move, I think it takes less energy or whatever. Yeah, see these two little icons here that say ×1, ×1. Oh, it looks like the types of enemies you killed. All right, so here's where things get interesting, guys. So the thing that kind of separates this game from other games that I've played are these little deals here, these little functions, I guess they're called, user functions. So as you can see, they all have a little bit different stuff going on here. Very different. They're all very different. Oh, I like this one. I remember this one. This is what I'm going to take. I'll explain it later. But you get to choose between these every once in a while. And you can see here on the left of the icon, there's a little. This one has two little white rectangles with little bumpy bottoms. Bumpy bottom, white you know, there's two little white tip rectangle things on the top left of this icon outside the box, and there's one over here. I think that is the actual cost, and I'll show you that later. Obviously, we got a meter, and so different things cost different amounts. So I'm going to choose this one, and you can see the function down there. It says mask function. Subversive and concealing. So this is kind of like a stealth upgrade. You can add this to things and make them like it affects things in different ways. And this one's obviously like a generic bounce function that makes things bounce around. Obviously, you probably know what that does. So I'm going to choose this one because I've done this before, and I remember this one is really handy for a couple different things. So let's try and see if I can do a little bit of upgrading, because this is definitely the best part of the game in my opinion. Is the open-endedness of this. It's amazing. So it's a little hard to tell what's going on here, but let me show you if I can figure it out. I don't think that it's going to let me do like a completely everything right now. I think this is kind of still in like tutorial mode. So I guess I'll just show you this. So you can see these orange ones are ones that we have selected. Yeah, and I can't unselect these. It looks like. Can I do it in here? No. Okay, so it looks like we can't have full control over it just yet. But for now, let's see if I can add. So you see there's two little boxes underneath each icon. So you get 2 upgrades per move. Obviously, you got to unlock the second upgrade later on in the game. So what am I trying to do? I got the... I want to put it on here. So you can see that down on the left, it'll actually give you a description of what this will do if you modify it. So you can see here that our little dash maneuver will make us invisible for a moment, which is what I want to do. But if we put it onto a different one, it'll make, well, I guess this does the same thing, but they all happen differently. So you see greater backstab damage, These ones will actually make us invisible. It's really cool how it works. So each move is totally different, and it all affects everything differently. Let's see if we can actually. Here we go. Now we're in the real. We can actually mess with stuff. All right. So check it out. So we got four slots down on the bottom there, and we've got 5 moves. And so, so what we get to do is we get to choose which moves go where. So if we wanted to, we could actually take this new upgrade we got and use it as a move. It's kind of complicated, but you can see we just put it in the slot. So if we leave here and we hit this, you can see. Oh, no. Yeah, leave the access point actually activate it again. So you can see that upgrade actually is acting as a move right now. You see we turn invisible. It's super cool. Super cool. But if we go back in here and say, for example, this is what I'm actually going to probably do with it. Let's see. We can go into here. We can remove it. We want this move. Let's put it on triangle, and let's add this concealment thing upgrade to it, and you can see that now our move is completely different but it keeps that effect.
That's more like it.
So now we turn invisible slightly as we're going in the dash maneuver. Ooh, that's actually not what I want to do. Let's move that again. So yeah, this is what's so interesting about this game is you can really mess with stuff. You can really change the way that things work, and it's pretty interesting. So I guess we'll just put it on this. Or hold on a second. Let's put it on here for now because I was confused as to exactly what that did. I think I want to use that on a different move. Whoops. Yeah, and it's really interesting because you can put all of these on everything else. Like you can switch around how everything works. You know what? Speaking of which, let's put this one. Let's put this explosive upgrade onto our main attack. We don't need all the different attacks. Let's just do it like that, and then maybe we could do this one as higher backstab damage when we shoot stuff. Cool. All right, well, let's get out of here. That's enough for now, but I just want to show you that is super interesting how you can change around your movesets and actually... Oh, yeah, that's the one I want. Triple beam blast. Awesome. I know that this one should do a lot more damage as well. Well, excellent, guys. I think that's going to do it for the first episode. I just wanted to show you a couple things, show you how this game works, show you the amazing artwork, and how the upgrade system works and everything, and it's really cool. So we're going to be playing this game, I think, probably all the way through if I can get there. We'll see how it goes. We'll see what happens if you guys like it. Make sure on this first episode to hit that like button if you liked it to let me know that you did so I can keep on posting these videos. So thanks for hanging out with me today, guys. I had a super good time hanging out recording this video. I hope you did too. Not recording, hanging out, that is. So like I said, hit some buttons. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good day. Bye-bye.